We are live. So this is not really the That Guy and What's His Name podcast. This is just What's His Name, and I'm bringing on a very special guest, someone who puts up with me every day. I don't know why she does, but I'm gonna bring her in right now. This is What's her name? Hi.
Hi.
I feel like there might be a little bit of a delay, but that's cool. It still works.
Sorry.
How are you this fine evening, ma'am?
Good. Thanks for asking. How are you
Uh,
this fine evening?
Good. We got to get you a headset to get some of this echo gone, but we'll deal with it. We'll see.
I
We'll
think
see
this
if
will
the
be the
fans.
one and only time, so we won't need a
No,
headset. No.
no. We'll see what the fans want. We got to get the fans what they want.
Okay. This is because the other guy can't come. What's it? What is it?
Not even a fan of the show, folks. Not ask her how many episodes. I'll ask her right now. How many episodes have you listened to on your own?
0.
Killing me, killing me. Sometimes we'll be in the car and I'll play them, and she didn't even pay attention to the like
No.
any of it while she was in there, unless it's me and Kyle fighting. Then
And
she'll
I
be like,
don't like it at all, and I want you definitely to turn it off.
"Yeah, I need to try to fix your audio here. I can't. I don't know
Or
why
we
it's
could just end it right now, which is,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no. Do. Edit mic settings. No, not automatically adjust mic volume. Let's
I
see.
think
Can
it's
you
fine.
speak?
I can't
You
hear
can't
anything.
hear. You don't know if it's fine. You can't hear.
I
Your
think it's
your
fine.
volume was louder than like what my volume is, so I had to fix that. But we're
It
good
sounds
now.
exactly the same.
Okay, you don't know. You don't know.
That's
That's
because you
where
have
my banner's
headphones on,
on.
so it's the same.
So yeah, that makes it either louder or quieter for both of us because I have headphones on.
I guess so.
Okay, see my little banner down there?
I see it.
You're
So
jealous, I
exciting.
know it. So I'm not gonna go over the comments and all that other stuff. I'll do that with Kyle when we went into the actual That Guy and What's His Name podcast, which again I think we'll go live on Monday for those of you out there. But the cool thing about this, great, the dog's barking. That's because he doesn't know where you. He doesn't understand. He's like, I hear her voice. Um, she's normally in bed right now. It's Saturday night. We watch TV. What's happening?
Yes, that's
So
exactly where I
anyway,
should be right now.
yeah, it is 8:50. We got a way late start, but I was down in our garage organizing stuff for what I do, and I kind of ran a little bit late, and then we went out to eat at a nice Mexican restaurant that we go to every week, um, and it was delicious, and we didn't hurry up. What do we always get there?
Fajitas.
Fajitas. It's called fajitas for two, and tonight my oldest wasn't there, so we got the fajitas for two for the three of us, and we brought home probably two servings worth of food. It's good stuff. What's your favorite meat in that?
I
It
don't
comes
know.
in
The
different meats. What's
shrimp.
your favorite meat?
The
Shrimp?
shrimp.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, her name is Tracy, by the way, and I have mentioned her all the time on this, but um, she is like the most ridiculously giving, full on mom at everything that we do. And I'll give you an example of that. Did you just hear what she said her favorite thing was in the whole entire fajitas? Was shrimp. Of course, that's probably the least amount of meat, quote unquote, that's on the fajitas. And it was myself. I can't really eat shrimp, so I didn't eat any of them. My youngest son and just her. How many pieces of shrimp did you have tonight?
2.
How
And it
many
was
were on the plate?
plenty.
Yeah,
I don't
her
know.
favorite thing she ate two of. My
Whatever
youngest
Emma
probably ate
said.
about 6 or 7 or 8 of them. I don't know how many were there, but like she,
Which,
even her favorite one, she's just like, you can have it. She's too nice. I'm not that nice.
which is the way it's supposed to be.
I guess it's different for dads. Are you frozen? Oh no. Did we lose connection already? Hello?
I see you fine. No,
I see you now, but now
you
your
can't
voice
hear
is
me?
yeah, but we're like on like the newscast where like somebody's on location and the reporter is talking and then 3 seconds later you hear the words. This is good stuff. So what's the weather like by you?
Right. It's dark and cold.
Dark and cold. Okay.
I
Anyway,
don't know if that's
so
weather. Dark's not really a weather thing, but cold.
mostly cloudy, sun is gone away.
Mostly
Anyway,
dark.
mostly dark. The sun is blocked by Earth.
This is fascinating and so intriguing, and people are definitely gonna listen.
Listen, this is you know what?
This is very
Our
painful.
Wi-Fi is poopy. It's not painful. Our Wi-Fi is poopy already, and
Yeah.
because Emerson's on it, you're on it, like whatever. So us doing this without like either one of us being tethered, it's going to be a little choppy. So,
All
but the
right.
beauty of us doing it live is one, I never edited these things to begin with, and like I don't go through in the middle; it takes up too much time. But it goes right to YouTube after this, and I save it in the playlist, and then I don't have to do any editing. It saves me like
And
a
then we'll
good
go
almost
viral.
hour. We're not going viral. I'm just letting you know that right now. But we're gonna go with one commenter. I'm gonna tell you who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Nick. Like
I know. Hi, Nick. We
he
should
he
do dinner
he's
soon. I ask all the time.
she doesn't ask that ever. She's
Yes,
lying.
I do. That's not
She's a big
true.
liar.
That is not true.
She
That is
says,
not true.
I don't ever want to do dinner
Not
with any of your friends. And I'm the
Nope,
one who's always
not
asking.
true.
She says,
Nope. I always
no.
tell Kyle I want him to come and visit. I always say all
Yeah,
the
she's
time.
smart because she
If
knows he
Alex
won't.
was
If she
watching,
says these
Josh,
things,
I always want.
Alex
I
doesn't
say
watch.
all the time.
And Josh
Maybe today.
leaves in the middle of interviews. So here's your standard, right? To be not the worst guest we've ever had or I've ever had, just don't leave in the middle of it. Don't get up and leave your
No,
chair.
and I
And you've
watched
already
Josh's thing. I thought he did a fantastic
you've passed Josh's
job.
expectations. I don't know. Let me see something.
Oh my gosh,
She's
are you going to
being
do the
live.
podcast or not? This is
This is
very.
the podcast. I'm sorry that
This is
you
crazy.
you are not familiar with
We're
the
not even
podcast.
talking about anything. We're just
That's what the
talking
podcast
about
is.
internet
Your
issues.
one of your favorite shows
It's
growing
like
up
a
was Seinfeld.
technical podcast. Nope.
You're a technical
Never.
podcast.
Nope. That was
I'm setting this
Kyle's
up
favorite.
so I can share the
Not
link,
my favorite.
dumbhead.
No. More Friends.
I
That was
mean,
scripted.
but you definitely watch Seinfeld.
Nope, not really. Kyle
Yes,
did.
you're full of poop.
No, I did not. I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I know like
okay.
about it, but no.
I have to share
Kyle,
that we're live so that people know.
So Nick, you could just text Nick if he's the only one who's watching.
No, there's people who liked my post already, so.
Well, I'm not even talking about anything. It's not even a podcast.
Don't worry about it. That's how it works. Let me enter the thing here, okay?
Yeah.
If this was the podcast, I'd have all this stuff already done ahead of time. But since we do it live, we got to deal with these things.
This is
so fill the gap.
This is why it takes you and Kyle hours to do this.
Yeah, we have a good time. All right, I sent it out. Don't worry, it's all there. Okay, so you're the one who's got the most inside information on half of the podcast on me, right? So what are some of the things that I do that drive you crazy? I'm sure I probably already said it on the show, making fun of myself, so it's fine.
Inviting me onto the podcast.
Can you see the comments right now?
No.
Okay. Nick just commented and said, this is the exciting part, watching George do other things during the podcast. To be fair, there was nobody watching when I started, so I didn't turn on. So
horrible.
I'm just saying.
For things that annoy me.
You know what? You keep breaking up. So that's probably better for me anyway. with you're saying mean things about me, so
Okay.
I can't. I have a fragile ego.
Didn't say anything. You
I'll,
brought
I'll
everything up.
I'll give people an example. Today I was down in the garage, and we've got like a garage at the end of the road, but then a long driveway to the house. So it's not the garage is nowhere near the house. We don't use it for our cars or anything like that. It's actually got like a dirt floor and everything. It's just an older kind of whatever. So I'm down there organizing and setting my stuff up for me to store stuff down there. And Tracy comes home, comes in, looks at the garage, like whatever, and then she's like, do you want any help organizing it?" And I said, "No, no, I'm good." Which, by the way, I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, none at all. I put things in place. I like that, or I don't like that, and I move it and I change it. And Tracy, how would you organize things?
And I do it on a you
This
will
is a failure.
not.
You're all breaking up.
You can't hear me?
Now I can go again.
What if we were on different things?
Can you change your Wi-Fi right now? I don't even know if we're on the same Wi-Fi. To be honest with you. Okay, how about that? Am I visible now? We're having technical difficulties, clearly. We shouldn't both be at the same house. But this is who we are. So if anybody's watching and they want to know what our normal life is like, this is it. It's absolute chaos. Every time. Every time we try anything. Can you hear me? Frozen. That's a look of concentration right there. I heard noise. I heard no.
Can you?
This is the best live broadcast I've ever been a part of. And now you look stoned because it stopped you in the middle of blinking. You switched your
So that means we can't do it.
It's working right now. It's delayed. Darn it. I mean, the other option is to just record it and then post it afterwards.
Darn it.
We had, just so you know, we had 3 viewers at the same time, and they came in right when your screen was black and my mic was muted. So
That's crazy. And they all left.
yeah, it's still Nick. Nick's loyal, which is why I don't understand you don't want me to have dinner.
I don't know.
You
Do you want me to do it on my phone?
No, it's on the internet anyway. So
Oh. All right. Well, it's been really fun. And then I
no,
won't
what do
be
you
able to
you
be a
don't?
guest again.
That's not how this works.
So
You will
that
be a
just
guest again.
means that I can't ever be a guest again.
Do you hear this? I feel like you're sabotaging it. Like you did something to make it so it doesn't work.
I was the one who switched the internet thing.
It seems like it's
Wi-Fi.
working better now. So
Okay.
you might look like an Asian dubbed movie at some point, but it's okay.
So what I was saying is that you don't take my help. And even though I can do it in half the amount of time, that you don't appreciate any help from anyone. And you always think the way you do it is best, even though I absolutely can do it in half of the amount of time, probably more efficient.
I mean, there's no probably about it. Like 100%.
So
I
that's what I don't
acknowledge that.
understand, like why you would not, that is like, I don't understand that. Why you would not want to be efficient and do things efficient and
well, first of all, I'd like to
successful.
introduce you to myself and say hi. It's nice to meet you. I know you might not be familiar with my ways, but
which is
this is
like
how
it's ludicrous. Like for you not to be able to do it, like I just could not fathom. I told you exactly how to set it up.
First of all, how did it look?
It looked great. And I said, just keep doing it in that fashion. I said, I can help you move this up. And you said, no, I don't need your help.
That's right. I don't need your help. You think you're special? Anyway, that's just one thing. So, but I did it, and then here's what happens. Like, I am insane. We've established this, right? There's no like rhyme or reason for how like I'm processing in there. But once I get it done, like it looks good, like whatever. And second of all, I don't want to be listening to you telling me what I can do or how to do things or what it is because
even though my system would be more efficient and would give you extra
100%.
time to do more things. Like 100%. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Like that is not efficient or effective at all. For you to not want help to do it in half the amount of time.
If you were to come in and help me and I tell you what to do, then it would be great.
Because it would be chaos. So I wouldn't need your help. If it came to other things, then I do ask for your help.
With you tell me what to do, it's not as much fun.
Organization and efficiency and things being done, like in a
what are these words? These are foreign words to me. I've given up cursing for Lent, so I can't say those words that you're saying. Those are curse words.
No.
Organization's a dirty word.
It is a beautiful word, and tomorrow we're going to be doing it all. So.
Yeah.
It's like
tomorrow. Do you ever see?
It provides me such like happiness and like calmness. Like when things are so nice and wise, it like makes my day so much better.
Tomorrow is like our version of me being implemented into the movie Old School, and I'm Will Ferrell, his character, and like it's like tomorrow we're going to Bed Bath and Beyond, like that kind of mentality. It's like woohoo, we're gonna organize the house tomorrow. I'm so pumped up. I cannot wait to attack down.
So super excited. It makes me feel calm and relaxed. Like I'm looking forward to organization. Like it is like
nothing more relaxing than going downstairs and making sure that this piece is dusted and that area is vacuumed and like this thing and that thing and this.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. And then you see it and it just gives you like sense of joy.
Who's this you that you're referring to?
I'm just saying that's how life should be. Like it's just nice and orderly and like put together. Yes.
I like chaos.
Nope.
I like organized chaos. I don't like chaos at like
oh my gosh.
like a shopping environment or something like where it's just people out of control. I like right now I could tell you where everything is in the garage because I did it all myself. No, that's not even a joke. Like literally I can tell you where everything is. If you were to ask me to go find blah blah blah, I would go right to it.
But tomorrow you're not going to remember that.
Yes, I will. That's the weird thing. That's the thing that you don't understand. Like I can't remember what we had for dinner yesterday, but like those things for some weird reason, like
we had corned beef. Corned beef it was St. Patty's.
I literally forgot that until you just said it. I'm not even joking. I wish I was joking.
That's insane. That's like insane.
It was good though. It was good. But I got to have my corned beef that I like once a year, and I could wait until next year to have it again. But it was good. Like with the spicy mustard, yummy. But there's like a level. Like my body has like a corned beef level of tolerance, and it's like done. No more. Can't eat one more string. I can't peel one string off of the meat and eat that. Like I would want to throw up if that happened.
You don't want a corned beef sandwich?
Oh no. I don't want another piece of corned beef.
In New York,
if you were to say tomorrow we're having leftovers.
It used to be pastrami and corned beef in the same sandwich.
That's disgusting. No, that's just disgusting. Fantastic. Yeah, and then you have like the rye bread with the what's that dressing, like a Thousand Island or something like that.
Yeah, you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah, but people do.
The Russian. No.
Yeah, Russians.
Yeah. No, like that's what the name of the sandwich is.
It broke up for a second. What's the name of it?
It's not. I
I
don't know.
know.
I think it's like a
I
Reuben.
know.
Is that what it's called?
It's a Russian.
No, Russian dress isn't like the dressing like the Russian.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's
This
like
is
1,000 items.
fascinating again. This is it. This is the highlight of the podcast.
Listen, you don't need to
There's
keep telling people not
It's just
interesting.
like this is not riveting. This is nuts. Like
It just has to
Bro,
be relatable. It doesn't have to be riveting. You don't understand. You don't know what people like. There's a sense of
I like
there's
listening
a
to the
sense of people
podcast,
talking
like, where
over
I'm
people.
like,
That's what it is. Rude.
Like I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna say next? Or
Just
like,
so you
what's
know,
happening next?
biggest things that Americans are into is voyeurism. And right now, they're getting a peek inside our life, and that's appealing to some people. Maybe not any of the people that watch this video at some point, but somebody finds it interesting. Just telling you.
That's so horrible.
You guys want to know what about the dishes?
Say what?
I'm asking
Say
the
what?
audience they want to know what else we fight about, even though there's no one here other than Nick. I said the dishes. We fight about the dishes, not like the way did that. Yes, we do. Not any way that you would think we would fight about it. Not like it's like, oh, Tracy gets mad at me because I don't do the dishes, or what. I'm always like saying, don't do them. I'll do. We don't have a dishwasher, by the way, because it's 1912 in our house. But I wash the dishes every single time. I wash them after breakfast. I wash them.
I want to take away cabinet space.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't care about not having a dishwasher, to be honest with you. I feel like they get cleaner doing it this way. So that's probably just me being crazy. But my point is, so we'll Tracy makes dinner like she's a superhero. Like no joke. I mean, I say nice things about you all the time. Like she does everything. She works full time. She's nonstop working. She makes dinner every single night. She does the laundry. She does everything. Like honestly. So like one little tiny thing that I contribute is doing the dishes. So what'll happen is like let's say we eat something where we're all sitting on the couch and watching like TV while we eat. In the middle of like a commercial that we're fast forwarding, mind like because we don't watch anything live. We'll be fast forwarding. She'll get up, and then I hear the sink running in the kitchen. Like in the middle, like the show's gonna be back on in 26 seconds.
Very efficient.
But you're not doing it.
Do you see it?
I'm doing the dishes, so that efficiency level means nothing.
To accomplish so much, like if you can find openings to be able to do.
You don't need an opening when I'm the one who's going to be doing them. So that's what we fight about. Stop doing the dishes, and then you yell back at me, and then like before you know it, it's like we're mad at each other. Yeah, but I mean, you do a lot of them. There's so many times where I'm like, don't touch the dishes. So like in the morning, Tristan wakes up, he eats something for breakfast, puts his plate. No, he doesn't. He leaves his plate on the chair. I or you put his plate in the sink, right? And then Emerson gets up, not too later after that, eats, has his bowl of cereal, usually whatever, and puts that in the sink. I haven't eaten my cereal yet, or my yogurt yet, and hot cereal is what cereal I'm talking about. I haven't eaten my breakfast, right? So my mind is I will wash the dishes once all of the dishes are dirty. But instead,
I like things to be nice and clean.
You talk about efficiency. That's not efficient. So miss efficiency.
But it's about order and cleanliness and making sure everything is clean. So when I leave a room, I would like them to be completely cleaned up before I go to the next room. So like if there were socks on the couch or something, I take those with me. Yes.
Yeah, that's efficient. But going into the room, washing the dishes when there's other dishes about to be added, actually is not efficient.
Bring up another topic because this is like super boring. Like
I like this stuff. What are you talking about?
No.
Okay, listen. You're obviously not a fan of the podcast, which is sad. But I mean, I get it. There's not a lot of them. So, but second,
you and Kyle talk about more riveting things than this stuff.
You don't get the show. You don't even know what that's from. But anyway, you don't get the show. We just talk about random stuff like this. This is the show. Like this is it. Except you're not Kyle, so you're not yelling at me with a crazy point of view. Well, you kind of are.
Shedding.
I don't know what you said.
Kyle's gecko was shedding and
eating its skin. That was absolutely gross. And you only know that because I was doing dishes you were on the couch and you could hear my phone.
No, it was in the car. You were in the car and you played it.
False. Nope. You were on the couch. I remembered exactly.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
No matter
Listen, when
what, I was listening. Like more riveting than washing dishes. Just let
no one was watching me wash dishes.
What do you want to
They
talk
were
about?
hearing us talk about it.
How long does this have to last? How long?
6 hours.
How long have we been here?
How long do you think we've been in here?
It feels like about an hour.
No, not even a half an hour.
No.
So you're wrong. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so you want to change the subject?
our
Change the
next
subject.
topic?
What, you want to talk about our crazy son? We can do that.
No, I don't want
Our
to
sixth,
talk about it.
our sixth guru is really smart and knows he's really smart, so he thinks he's the smartest human being in the world. How about
He was
that?
talking about the metaverse today. What is it? No, not the metaverse. What is he talking about?
Just parallel universes and multiple dimensions and
Parallel
the possibility of that being a thing. But that's not that's just him nerding out. But like the fun stuff is like
He's a
when we're
super
having a
nerd.
conversation and he just says out of nowhere in the middle just starts talking over one of us. That's the fun part.
Because he's super smart.
Yeah, he's super smart.
Why don't you talk about like video games? Or you
Okay,
talk
that's what we'll talk
sports?
about. Video
You can
games.
talk about
Because you know all about video games. We'll talk about the video game adaptation that was on TV. You did watch that with me. So what was your impression of the show overall? If you were to give it a letter grade, what would you give it of The Last of Us?
Of The Last of Us?
Yeah.
As like an acting or as like a
The show.
storyline?
The show. Give the show a grade. You don't grade a show based on who did what line the best. It's the show from beginning to end.
I would say
Give it a letter grade.
An A. Because I was
Holy
waiting, anticipating
crap.
week to week. Yeah. I thought it was good.
Oh, that's great. I thought
would
you
give
would be like
Young
a C.
Sheldon an A. Young Sheldon.
We're not talking
gets
about
an
young
A.
Sheldon. That's a totally different reason. Like,
I would give.
okay, so then now evaluate the actors. What do you give Bella Ramsey?
Oh, I thought she did a fine job. I liked her. An A.
Fine is not a letter. Okay, everything's an A.
She an A.
What do you
I
give
thought they all did a
Pedro
great
Pascal?
job. I thought he was fantastic.
Okay, is that another A?
Yeah, like an A plus.
Ooh, so you thought he was the better of the actors. What about the guy who played his brother?
Oh, good. Anybody could have played that.
Okay, so not relevant enough to grade.
No.
He's a bigger part in the next one. So
yeah.
And they're saying
no
The Last of Us Part 2 will be The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be 2 seasons, is what they're saying. It's kind of a bigger scope.
So exciting.
Anyway.
I don't know if I'm like anticipating, but I liked it week to week.
Okay. And then how about how did you feel Pedro Pascal portrayed a hero with flaws?
That's what I was saying to you. That like it's hard because he did so many bad things, like to give him empathy. But then I really like him. Like you fall in love with him. And I love the relationship he has with like Ellie, but like he's just so flawed. So that makes me like sad because like he will have like
don't say the ending because we don't give spoilers. Just saying. Don't. Oh my God, people are still watching the show. They're all doing the free right now so that they can just
it's
stream them
right
all.
Now?
No, they just do a 1 week or whatever it is free trial, and then
I want to do that with Showtime. Showtime has Yellow Jackets. It just came back out. I'm anticipating. Yeah, I like that show too.
Never even heard of
it. Yellow Jackets.
What was that?
It's like at the same level.
My voice is coming through your speaker as like a robot.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone now. That was weird.
I liked Yellow Jackets.
I can't talk to you about Yellow Jackets. I don't know anything about it. All I know
Oh,
is
it's
that
really,
that's like
really
a
good.
beat.
You should watch that. We should watch that and come back. I'll come back and talk about that. Let me watch
Okay.
season 2. Season 2 just came out.
So back to The Last of Us, because this is what we were talking about. Without saying what happened, do you think it was wrong or it was right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good job being a fan of the show. You know how the show ended.
No,
Wow.
I don't remember. Let me think.
Okay. Spoiler alert, anybody who's
I don't
listening right
remember.
now.
I'm trying to think.
If you don't want to know how the show ends and you never played the game, stop
I don't
listening for
remember.
like 5 minutes
I
or
remember the
however long this is going to
episode.
be.
Is this the one with the hospital?
It's the last episode. Joel finds out some information and then makes a choice.
Oh, yeah.
Did he do the right thing or did he do the wrong thing? And what would you do in that scenario?
No, he did the right thing.
Okay. So you would do that if you had that skill set. You would do that.
To protect my children?
Yeah.
Yes.
Over the
Absolutely.
goodness of the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's a big, there's a
But
big
if
divided
it
group.
wasn't my child,
Of course.
like he feels like it's his child. So
Oh, you can't at this point. You can't say that she's not Joel's daughter.
right. So like I
You know.
totally would understand that. Like you want to have them.
But everything he did to make sure it wouldn't happen again was okay. Like especially at the
No.
end, the last thing he did.
There were so many different things that he was doing that showed like that he was like he's like out of his mind. Like he's not rational in any way. The whole thing is not a rational thing.
Oh, I don't think it's irrational. I think he rationalized it. And there's my robot voice.
No, I think he's like, I don't think so. I think he's like going through like panic. Like I don't think he's thinking it through at all. I think
if he wasn't rational, I keep hearing my voice come through your thing. If he wasn't rational, then he would have done like something where he would have just been shot or killed back. Like through everything he was doing, he couldn't just react. He couldn't just jump out of that hospital bed. You know what I mean? Like he had to time it perfectly to make his move. He was of clear thought, in my opinion.
No, I think he was going all with emotion.
So then why did he wait until he had the opportunity? Why didn't he just do it when he was on the hospital bed?
I don't know. It's a show.
Right.
I have no idea. They had to
Right,
extend
but the show is based off of no, that's not true. It was the shortest episode of the season.
I don't know.
You're a pain in my butt.
I don't know. I don't think that much about it. I'm thinking of organizing tomorrow. I'm thinking of like real life things.
This is
I mean, I like watching the show and all, but
this is exactly my life. I'm glad you said that out loud so people can empathize with me, because I will be talking on the like next to her on the couch or something, having a full-on conversation about something that is relatively important to me, but it's not a big deal to her, whatever it is. And then I'm telling you, like 2 minutes in,
like
she didn't even know I was there.
The Academy Awards. I love that. That's real though. Those are like real people. You want to talk about
So
that?
you enjoy the Academy Awards more than an actual scripted program?
I love the Academy Awards. Just around because I loved who won. Like,
yeah. Well, I didn't see it, so I can't really talk about it. But if you want to talk about it, this is your platform.
no,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, like when the things are fake, like I don't invest that much into it.
Script. That's not true. You cried during the. What's the show that you watched? I forget the name of it.
That's What is it? I don't remember.
This Is Us.
This Is Us.
I mean, you clearly were invested.
I cried because it's like you connected with like COVID, and like we were living through COVID, and there was COVID on the show. It was like reality was coming to life. Like I had not seen COVID on TV yet. That really was a lot. Because like
right,
he was
so there was like a
pandemic.
pandemic.
And they were like sanitizing a lot. Like that, like, yes, the anxiety of COVID, showing it on TV as like reality, that was a lot to handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let you know the next time we do this,
So like I'm
buy
not like
you headphones.
no. So like I'm not
Yes,
watching
this
This Is
is.
Us really thinking that like I'm gonna be traveling out to Colorado.
No one thinks that you're. That's what are you talking about, you
I'm
weirdo?
saying like I
You
don't
don't. You
connect to
don't
it
think
that
that of
much.
yourself being in that situation. That's not okay. First of all, let's bring this back. She did not cry in episode. Just letting everybody know that you can think of her as poorly as you
Everyone
want.
in our house cried. The two boys cried, and you.
I
No,
cried
didn't
when I
shed a
watched it
tear.
by myself, and then I was all
Didn't shed
teared
a
up
tear.
again
You
watching
watched
it the
it
second
twice
time.
and you cried both times?
Yes, because I'm a human being.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Not even, not like didn't even get choked up
Tell everybody why you didn't connect to that.
because
Is
the
it
guy was from White Lotus. So the whole time I was thinking he was the hotel manager on White Lotus.
so what you're saying is he's a
It
bad
couldn't
actor?
connect at all. Didn't connect at all. Like I thought it was super sweet and I really liked it, but didn't connect at all.
But what'd you think
The
about Nick
whole time
Offerman?
I was thinking it was White Lotus. The whole time. I was like, it's like I'm White Lotus.
What did you think about Nick Offerman?
Oh, I like him a lot. He was sweet.
But were you thinking, oh, that's Nick Offerman the whole entire time, or did you get locked in?
No, it was not the whole time.
Because
I
he
thought he
did
did a better
amazing.
job. Yeah, I thought he did a great job. No, I forgot sometimes that it was him. But like I didn't think they fell in love like you guys thought. Like I didn't see the connection. But I love
Okay.
that you guys liked it. I think, and I love that the boys liked it. And I thought it was so beautiful. This is truth. Like I swear to God, like I'm saying like truthfully. I thought it was so beautiful that my sons were crying with two men falling in love. Like I thought that was so beautiful that they were crying watching that relationship happen on TV. Like I just
They
thought that
didn't
was beautiful.
cry when they
That
were
was more
falling in love.
that was more heartwarming to me. And I was watching them watch the episode because that's maybe why I didn't connect to it. I was watching them watch the episode as like my 12-year-old was crying, watching two men fall in love. And then I was watching my 14-year-old crying as watching two men fall in love. Like I just thought that was so beautiful. So maybe that's why I didn't connect to it because I wasn't watching the show. I was watching our boys.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
true.
they weren't crying because they were falling in love. They
No, they
didn't
were because
cry.
they
They
loved
didn't
each other
cry.
so much. They loved
We
each other
can't talk
so
at the
much.
same time because every time we do, your mic is active and it's picking up me and it's sounding like a robot coming from there because you
Okay.
refuse to have the
I
headset.
will only listen to what you have to say. Go.
As it should be. Anyway, I'm saying they didn't cry because they were falling in love. Actually cried when because they were so in love that of that decision that was being made. One, the first part was asking the other person to go on and also to help you take your life. Like that was huge and that was super emotional. And then when decided to do it with him and said that he's lived his life and he's the purpose for his life, and without him there'd be no reason to be alive anyway. So the romantic decision to do it with him, like that's what was emotional. So what happened was what you should be like proud of or whatever the word was that you used, like or you just whatever the right word is, like you just love that they were doing it, was
Yeah.
how they completely bought in and accepted as
Yes.
as if that is totally cool and totally normal, which is awesome. Like that's not they weren't like crying because they were falling in love.
No,
They
I
just
was just saying
allowed that
like
to
the
happen.
connection, yes. That it was just normalized, which I think that's beautiful. Like that they never thought that anything was not a common love relationship, which I felt like they never second guessed it or had a conversation. Like I just thought that was really amazing. Like how inclusive and how just they just loved watching the love affair. Like I just thought that was really awesome. Yep.
I
I
concur.
still saw the guy from White Lotus, so but
Oh my God.
which he
Listen,
did a great job. He won the Emmy for that, so he did a great job.
wait till you hear this back. It's coming through now without you even talking. Um, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
next time, because there will be a next time, I think we should make this a monthly affair. What do you think? Yep,
No.
good.
No.
Yep, it's a deal.
No.
It's a date. 1 month
At
from
this
today.
point in time, I'd be watching all my Apple shows.
Well, we don't have to do it at this time. We can do it anytime. But I think
They're not out right now. They come out on Friday. But I watch them on Saturday.
what do you mean they're not out right now? They're out.
Yeah, they come out every Friday. The Apple
You
shows
said
come
they're
out
not
on
out right
Friday.
now, you weirdo.
No, I'm saying they don't come out like tonight. It doesn't matter what day. Like I watch them on Saturdays.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get what you're saying. Anyway,
Because I hang out with you on Fridays normally.
yeah, but go to bed and you fall asleep at like 10 because you are
It
the
should be a
oldest
normal time.
44-year-old on the planet. Which just about what, your age or the fact that you're old and that you're that age? Which one? The age? You're younger than me.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
What are you trying to say? Look at this.
But I feel like I'm aging backwards.
Okay,
I don't
Benjamin
feel like
Button.
I'm getting older. Like definitely don't feel like I'm getting older.
Well, that's probably true. And I
I
think what's
feel like
happening
I'm
is,
younger now than I was like in my 30s.
yeah, you probably are.
I
Like, it's
definitely
probably
feel
true.
younger than in my 20s. Definitely.
Okay, how can you say I feel like and then say 30s, but then definitely 20s?
Definitely,
Like,
because in my
that
20s I
doesn't make
was
sense.
so did not. I felt like I was gonna die any minute. And then in my 30s, yeah, it was pretty, like halfway through my 30s. But definitely my 40s, I'm healthier and feel better than I ever have. Oh, I'm
That's
boring
good.
you? Sorry.
No, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Let's talk
It's
about how
bedtime.
much
It's
sleep I've been
over.
getting the last couple nights because of our crazy dog.
It makes me
And
yawn. Where are you?
it's fine. My
That's
audience is used to
contagious.
it.
Did you know that? It's a
Yeah,
contagious
it,
thing.
it just happened.
Yeah. It makes me yawn. I was trying to make it not yawn, but it's contagious. At least for me. It is. But anyway, so
Yeah.
I feel younger now than I have ever.
What I
Ever
was
in my life.
saying is that's
Yes.
probably true because
Well, not younger
there's
like
some
that.
kind of
Go ahead.
amazing.
Go.
I
Like
know where I'm
adulthood.
going to get
I
you
feel
from.
younger now than I have in adulthood. That's what. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I just need to clarify. Go ahead.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me talk. I appreciate it. My joke's gone now anyway. It's already ruined. So I can't say it now.
Anyway, so yes, I feel young.
Good.
Yes.
You look young.
Do you not feel young? You don't feel like you're aging backwards?
You live with me. You experience all the things that I complain
Don't you
about.
want to feel like you're aging backwards? No.
No.
Next year you'll be aging backwards.
You know what? You're right. I do. I
Because
definitely do.
have a
I feel
whole
like
plan for
I
next
have
year.
reached great. I
Next
feel
year.
like I have.
Just give me 1
Can
year.
you let me talk?
Next year you'll be aging backwards.
Amazing.
Just-
You're Kyle.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say your thought.
I do feel like I'm aging backwards. I feel like I have aged back to the point of pre-toddlerhood where I struggled to walk. I'm at the same skill set right now. Maybe as a toddler you feel those pains but you can't articulate. And now, so I'm just re-feeling them as an old man.
Yeah. Next year you'll feel wonderful. We'll do it at like a 1 year from now. A podcast. There was like a
No, we're doing
1 year
one every month.
1 year
moving
from
forward.
now, we'll do the anniversary podcast.
We're gonna start our own podcast, and it's
You'll
gonna
say
be
like,
called.
"Oh my gosh, I feel so young." That's what you're gonna say. Because I have a whole plan for next year when the boys have school at the same time.
You understand that you have said that sentence 6 times already. You have a plan. We get
I'm
it.
so excited. I'm so excited. It starts like the 20, like the week of the 20th of August. And then everything will be changed. Look at the backgrounds. Look at all this stuff.
It's our nerdy
You have
classroom.
like all the posters and stuff of all the learning posters.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't even
is this
remember what I was
over?
gonna say. I was gonna
Is
say
it over?
you just
How long have you
never
been in
stop
here?
saying the same thing. 32
You've been
minutes.
Oh my God.
That's not true.
There's like a gnat in here.
Yeah. 45 minutes. That's how long we've been on.
Feels like it. Feels like it.
I can't even remember what I was gonna say. You are not a gracious co-host. Oh, I remember
I'm
that
not a
reminded
co-host.
me.
I'm a guest.
No, you're a co-host. Listen,
No.
what we're gonna do, I'm breaking the news right here. We're gonna start our own podcast, and it's
No.
called What's Their Name?
No.
And then I'm gonna be What's His Name. You're gonna be What's Her
No.
Name. We'll
No.
do it on this
No.
channel as a sub podcast. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. No. Definitely
Listen,
not.
if you're
This
gonna
is-
keep telling me no, then I'm just gonna keep recording you when you wash peppermint in the tub,
Next year.
and I will
Next year.
post them every
I
time you
enjoy
do it.
doing that.
All the
You
songs
should
that
never
you sing.
record somebody against like their like not letting them know they're being recorded.
No, I showed you know
Like
how
when
you know.
when I'm singing to Peppermint, it is an intimate
Oh yeah,
like
it's great.
action
Other people should get to
between
experience
me
that. And by the
and
way, they did, and
Peppermint
they
the
loved
dog.
it. They loved it.
Yes. Like I'm singing about
I gave permission
whatever
for
it
people
is.
to take that sound too and use it, but no
No.
one did.
Like Peppermint, it's like a calming for Peppermint. Like in
You want to
like
give us an
next-
example of some of the
No.
things you sing to
No,
Peppermint?
because it is a relationship between me and Peppermint. It's nobody's business but mine and Peppermint. What I'm singing about. And it's like I can't tell you what I would be singing about until the action happens and I'm giving Peppermint a bath and then it just comes to me.
It was something
Whatever
like
the song will be about. Could be about
something
nails.
about your nails, nails,
It
nails,
could
something nails.
It could be about like
Nails,
stepping
nails,
in
nails.
mud. It could be about anything.
I don't know. Poopy on your feet.
Could
Poopy
be-
on your feet. Gotta wash off the poopy on your feet.
It could be anything. But
Everything's a
Peppermint
song.
feels calmness. Peppermint feels calmness when I am singing about what the action is. It's the truth. It's the truth.
I'm just telling you, if you don't agree, I will use that as blackmail,
Okay.
and I will
I
post those videos.
definitely don't agree, and you should never do it. Yes, 1 year from now, we'll do a podcast.
No, we're gonna do a monthly podcast. It doesn't have to be weekly like mine and Kyle's. And it's gonna be called What's Their Name? This is the prequel to it, and I'll be
Can
What's His
Kyle
Name? You
be
be
a
What's Her Name?
guest on that?
Well, we'll
and then
probably
I
be doing
can
it while
just
he's
leave?
working. That's kind of the point.
No.
And thanks for capitalizing the rest of your name. Like, who does that? Ay, ay, ay.
Because it wasn't.
What's-
It was like a question.
The whole thing is
I
your
was
name.
gonna put a question at the end. Like, what's her name?
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I didn't really put any thought into it. I just knew that's what you told me to do. So I tried to, I didn't even, that was a random, like, I didn't even remember what that it was called.
It's fixed.
So I was like, if I log in with the wrong thing, then I knew you were going to have an attitude. So I
Yeah.
was like, I
All
hope.
directions. I fixed it.
See, that doesn't care. I could care less. Like those little things bother you so much. Like, gosh.
Oh yeah, they do bother me.
You couldn't have
and
left it. You would have kept looking at it.
I don't understand why they don't.
No, not even a little bit. No, I know.
Does that
Not
bother
even,
you now?
not even for a second. Not even for a second. Now tomorrow, if things are not orderly, will bother me so much.
Totally sane.
Not
Totally.
to you. It
Totally
won't
sane.
even matter. No.
Well, yeah, you're right. So we're just the opposite.
In
We
every-
are the living definition of opposites attract.
Absolutely.
I mean, everything is opposite about us except for like our core beliefs, which is the thing that I think keeps us together. But like, I mean, temperature in the car, music volume, music station, like I don't even know. I can't explain it.
I
Like
don't even need
the fact that
none
you
in the
love
car.
people and I don't
love people.
want to interact with human beings
And
that I
could you
don't know.
drive in the car with nothing on?
No.
Just
I
silent?
actually prefer talking. I prefer like listening to sports talk radio or a podcast or
No.
something like.
No, I like music sometimes, but if I don't have anything on, it'd be fine. Like I could do it without a radio. Like I wouldn't need a radio.
No, I can't go to bed without something on. That's another thing. You need silence for sleep, and I need noise.
Complete silence.
Except there's one type of noise that you put on when you need to. You put on the sound of rain, and why is that?
Because you can hear rain outside. It's the same.
No, what triggers you in the middle of the night
if you're
to put on?
snoring. If you're snoring. But if I couldn't listen to like, I don't know, like singing.
That would make
I
you
couldn't
think.
listen to music. Like it has to be whatever naturally I could hear outside. Oh, again, tired. Yes, natural sounds, but like I can't hear a waterfall because there would never be a waterfall outside. So like it has to
That's
trick my
only
brain
where
into
waterfalls
thinking
are.
it's legit. No, like not outside of our home. It has to be like a legit, realistic sound. Like I couldn't listen to birds chirping because there'd be no birds chirping at nighttime. So like it has to
You
be
don't think birds are awake at nighttime?
Sleeping. I don't hear birds at night.
Chirp, chirp.
No, because the birds, I hear them in the morning when they wake up. But anyway, maybe birds that are awake at nighttime. I think they're sleeping. But anyway, so yes, it has to be very realistic. It has to be realistic.
Okay, so
I would prefer nothing. I would prefer nothing. Complete silence.
And when I'm in there sawing wood, you need something.
Then I
So
put the rain sound on.
what would be other sounds that you could use?
Rain.
Other sounds.
Shower. A shower.
Could you do like crickets? Like insects?
Yeah, you could do crickets. Yeah.
Brook with crickets and
Maybe
stuff?
you're running. There's definitely a nut in here. Yes. I could do nighttime sounds. Yeah. Nighttime sounds in the country of like the northern part.
The country of North America.
Like, yeah. Like not like weird like nighttime sounds of like a lion or anything.
That would never be any nighttime sounds anything.
Roar. No, like animals. Yeah, like no. It has to be whatever is realistically happening in our area.
Okay. I could do nighttime sounds of New York City.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I definitely could.
Because when we went to the city and we remember you wanted to open up the window, which you still did.
Remember.
When I told you it's going to be horrible and I won't be able to sleep, and you still did it. And that was like couldn't sleep well because like you hear beeping.
I sat there looking out the window.
Terrible.
At like 3 o'clock in the morning, thinking, "Man, I wish I lived here."
Terrible. Which I love the city, but I don't like hearing noises. No, I am definitely meant to live in the country. Definitely to not live in a neighborhood or anything. So, no.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's really dark where we live, which I love.
Yes, it is definitely dark where we live.
Can't see anything.
And as you can see, look behind. Look, there's no curtains on that window. There's no curtains on the window behind me. We live in the country and we run around naked and nobody cares.
There's no curtains on any windows.
No.
There's like decorative curtains.
But they're on the side. They don't. Our couch is actually pushed up against the window, so we couldn't even close the curtains in the living room if we wanted to.
Yep. That's all right. I love it.
All right. Perfect. We are at 53 minutes. I can honestly say
do you have to do it to 60?
No.
What do you and Kyle do? Do you and Kyle like try to do it to 60 minutes?
No. We do. I mean, like we understand that our many viewers don't have all day to watch and listen, right? So we try to keep it. Hour mark is where we want to be, but we're always over it.
That's crazy.
Always.
I love you guys do it. I love Kyle, so I think it's awesome that you. Huh?
I didn't say anything, you weirdo.
I said I love Kyle. I said I love Kyle, and I'm glad you still.
Saying you love Kyle. I heard it too many times. Gosh.
Yeah, that you still do the podcast with him, that you guys are still best buddies. I like that.
Yeah.
You
We're
guys
two of
do
a
increase
kind.
you two increase my blood pressure when you talk, but besides that,
We haven't had a good argument on here in a while, so we're.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
You want to fight about something
That's
so we can make it feel like Kyle's on?
No, I would prefer not to because I like to
Tell
stay
me
calm.
why Glen Rock is the best city to live in, and then we can start that argument.
I love it. Let's not know because I love it so much. I absolutely love it.
I will not start the argument. Did you
No,
notice that I
please
changed
don't.
your
I
name?
love it so much. I will not say anything bad, and I do not want to have this conversation because I love it so very, 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 very much. So, sorry. Once again, we disagree.
Yeah.
I never want to live anywhere else. I love where we live, and I enjoy every single second. And
well, I will be sure to write.
Pretty darn perfect. So.
Echo,
I love it.
all kinds of. Okay, listen. Next time you have to wear a headset.
No,
I thought that was going to happen.
Don't even.
We do. Tristan has one. We'll just plug it right into the computer.
No,
Life is
not
good.
wearing big headsets. No.
All right. I'm telling you.
But it will
listen,
be a year from now, so it's good.
It'll be next month, and you will be wearing headphones because
next month we go on vacation.
Oh, the whole month. You're right. We go on vacation for the whole month. For not even a full week. We're gonna go see lots of movie sets and TV sets. And the coolest thing that we're gonna do is go see where The Walking Dead is again, even though you guys have all this other plans. All I care about is seeing that again.
No, we have we're seeing lots of movie sets, lots of TV sets.
All right. I think I'm done talking to you.
This was really exciting. Thank you so much.
I had a good time, even though you're being sarcastic. I thank you for coming on and being my guest.
You're so welcome.
You thought you would have a little bit of reprieve from me tonight, but then you had to talk to me even more. So this was fun. Thank you for showing everybody how crazy you are and how much I have to put up with.
Not even a little bit. No.
All right, we're gonna play some outro music. We're gonna sign off. So see you next month. Well, no, are you crazy?
Bye.
What do you think of this? Hold on. Gotta load up.
Do I just close up?
No, I'm asking you what you think of the music. Terrible. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Hopefully, Nick, you enjoyed the show. You're probably watching Penn State play. I don't know if they won or not. But the rest of you guys, hopefully we'll see you on Monday. And we will talk to you soon. Have a good night.